This is day three of Monday, no, day three of Love Moment Mornings or Moment Love Morning, something like that. Apparently, it's still morning and I'm still a little sleepy. This is the first day that I didn't have my cold shower first, so maybe that explains my little grogginess. I'm still dialing in, but I am committed to doing this 30 days, and hopefully you would like to join me occasionally. We can start our day in the direction of love. I am broadcasting live in several places, doing a little experiment with that. I am live on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. And what I would like to do, if it's your first time joining me, I had a download epiphany during my medicine retreat in Costa Rica that I wanted to start my days with a more active embracing of love and being love and spreading love. And so that would be an opportunity for me to think about and focus love on people in my life that are close to me, and focus love on anyone who will join me in this moment. For example, if I see that Erica is here, I love you, Erica. And Emily is here. I love you, Emily. Esta as well. What a love-filled morning this is already. I love you, Esta. So if you are listening or watching and wouldn't mind a little love connection with me this morning, just put your name, say something or in the chat, and I will do my best to see it and say, Roseanne, I love you. Panos! Boom! I love you. This is my new ninja practice. Oh, let's see if anyone has joined me. All right, cool. I've been watching Community. Oh, speaking of love, I do love that show. Cool. I'm also sending out love to my parents, Susan and Ron. It is Ron's birthday on Friday. He's turning 80. And since I know he is not watching this, I can say that I made a tribute.co video for him. And my mom helped me send out emails to his friends from elementary school and law school and lawyers and judges. And so we have this like 45-minute video of all of his friends saying nice things about him. It's been a wonderful to get to read or hear people say these really love-filled things, although not a lot of use of the word love, but men of my dad's generation don't often throw that around, but you can hear the love in their voice and the respect and the admiration and the connection, which is beautiful. Let's see. I'm trying to learn how to use all these tools. Vesper, I love you. And Zylona, hello. Oh, loving that we are sharing some agape love. I love you. Yes. GB. Ooh, massive love to you and Boulder and all those that are feeling direct pain and loss, and all those that are feeling the more general pain and loss and discouragement and frustration of a world that reminds us that love is not always ever present. Love you, GB. Yeah, I think he's really gonna like. My dad's gonna like the gift. I think at first I was gonna do like a viewing party, but one, it's 45 minutes, and that's a lot for anyone to listen to. I decided not to edit it because I didn't want to decide what what should or shouldn't be in it. You know, if a friend of 60 years rambles on and tells a story that I don't find that interesting, who am I to cut that? You know. Now, is it something that all of his friends want to listen to? Probably not. So I'm gonna, instead of doing a viewing party, just give it to him and show him and let him watch it at his leisure. Maybe have a Bombay Sapphire on the rocks with 2 olives and just relax, have his drink, listen to his friends, and feel connected. I also want to send out love to my friend Brandon, who I'm going to go visit later today. I've known him since I was 5 years old. Sending out love to my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephews, to Asher, to Amy, to Becca, to my friend Sean, who we went on nature walk yesterday. Actually, nature walk this week was an urban nature walk. We did the 6 Bridges walk in San Diego. After doing 2 weeks in Costa Rica, it kind of felt a little embarrassing to try to make poor old San Diego live up to our nature expectations. We do a nature walk every Tuesday, and whether that is, you know, a local hike or sometimes we go a little bit farther for a hike. But after being in Costa Rica, didn't want to embarrass San Diego by trying to put our hikes up against Costa Rica. Not that we don't have great hikes, you know, Torrey Pines and such are epic beauties, but a jungle hike is tough to top. Ooh, sending out love to you, Ross. Good morning. And Cookie. Always love it when your thoughts and your essence is a part of my day. Sending you love on this love moment morning. My new post Costa Rica practice for the next 27 days, and then we'll see how it goes, but trying to start the day with an action of love. I've had a I am statement that has guided me where I start the day. One of my core one is I'm a vessel of love in the world, and became aware that it was not active enough. It was not, it was a thought, and I want to be more embodied in who I am. And especially with lockdown and so much digital things, I know it's ironic, this is a digital thing, but I finding myself more in my head and my thoughts as opposed to in my body and in action. And so when I was in Costa Rica and really connecting with people, and the leader of the retreat gave me some really beautiful advice, or not advice, just words of wisdom that sunk in, and I realized that I've got more love to give. And sometimes I start the day with social media and other things that I think cloud my light and focus my attentions into places that restrict the flow. And so I'm trying to change that practice. That being said, I did read an article this morning about trans athletes, because I realized that I do not have an understanding or appreciation. And so I read that article to try to increase that appreciation, being aware that I hope this doesn't make me frustrated and dim my open heart. And I feel like as I am focused on spreading love in this moment, I am sending love out to all trans people, because people like me who are doing their best are still struggling to understand, and I can't imagine the struggles that must go with that. But beyond those misunderstandings, I know that I can look to the core of any human and know that I love them. So beyond any of my misunderstandings or ignorance, there is deep love. And so in this moment, I'm sending a special love out to all trans people. And if I use incorrect wording there, nomenclature, or I'm open to corrections or education, if it's done so compassionately, as I always am. Love to you, Kelly! Thanks for being a part of this morning. See if you get anybody Adrenaline Jackie is here. Well, let me give you some love on this beautiful morning. If you are in chat and wouldn't mind a little connection dose, just put your name in, say a little word or a emotion or a heart or something, and I will know that you're there and I can send out some love. Ah, who needs a cold shower? I do. That's my mind trying to say, see how energized you are right now? You don't need to jump in the cold shower. Wait a minute, you said you were going to do cold showers. Another of my lessons from Costa Rica is how incredible I felt after jumping in icy rivers every morning and many times a day. And it was just like, I was associating it with the waterfall and the nature, which is a part of it, but there's also the temperature shock, when there's tons of research that's showing that that temperature shock is very therapeutic on many levels. So I'm embracing cold showers as my less beautiful, less picturesque, but potentially still beneficial morning practice. Chris! Hello, sir! I love you. And Kai, yes! Sending love to all of us, and I send love right back to you. I love you, Kai. Ross suggesting that I put on an audio track of waterfalls. You know, that's a good. Or I could just close my eyes. It sounds like a waterfall once your head's submerged in water. The other thing, I do like the submersion in the river, and then being able to go into a waterfall. And there's the loudness. So actually, maybe I did not just an audio track. Maybe I need to get like a massive sound system. My neighbors would be like, "What the fuck is that guy doing? It's 7 a.m. It sounds like some like crazy industrial music, just like it's like death metal." Dude, I'm totally into that band, Waterfall. So if you are tuning in late and wondering what the heck this is my new morning practice of having love moments and sending love out. So if you're here, I am sending massive love to you and sending out love to the world and sending love to my family, sending out love to my ancestors. This practice was also inspired by my grandfather, Caleb Sheichels, Reverend Caleb Sheichels. Grandpa Caleb, he would do every day his meditative practice, or one of his meditative practices was he would sweat either in a jacuzzi or a sauna. He believed that sweating was part of his regimen of health. And as he sweat, he would imagine the country and go west coast to east coast and just picture friends and family and think about them and call them into his heart and send them thoughts of love and healing. So I think that's awesome, and so I'm doing that digitally. So thank you for joining me on this Love Moment morning, and I hope you have a beautiful day yourself. I have one more thing that I could just to share. So while I was away, I started reading more about the availability of vaccinations, and so I started kind of doing some research and reading about things, and realized that there's a very low bar now, especially when it comes to at least in California and San Diego specifically, the standard for body mass index. If you are over 25 in a body mass index, which is like not that overweight. In fact, I qualify right now with the little bit of extra weight that I put on while traveling and eating. I'm just right on the line. So I'm technically right now overweight, and especially if I got my shoes on, I am definitely overweight, and I qualify for a vaccination. That being said, I also work with the homeless, which is another way that I could be qualified, and and even if I don't, my understanding is that in certain places, most places, they're not going to weigh me and test me, and they're not going to ask for paperwork. So I got a vaccination appointment through my medical provider, through Kaiser, on Friday. So I hope that is the case for everyone that wants one as soon as possible, and I hope that those that don't want one think about that a whole bunch and do some more research and decide, make a decision that's right for them and right for the world. So I'm excited about that. I'm really looking forward to having some closer connections with my family, and towards some gatherings at the end of the summer as more and more people have the opportunity, everyone that wants it, and we can get to hugging again. Because quite frankly, my license plate says huggable, and it used to be a statement of saying like, I want to connect with you. And last year, huggable sounds like I'm a anti-masker or something. I don't know. It's just not as beautiful a thing. Hugging is a tough one right now. So I want to return to a universal Hug Nation vibe. But in this moment, I am sending out love digitally to you, Ruth. I love you. And anyone who might hear this broadcast, hear my voice, you are loved. I love you. I know that I can love you without knowing you. Knowing you just gives me little details that I can appreciate, but it's like I don't need to know the name of the song to appreciate the music, and I don't need to know much about you to know that I love you. Human beings and their journeys and their struggles and their triumphs and their pain, and it's the humanness, and it's what connects us. And I know I love you, so I love you. Oh, Jake! Oh my gosh, what a treat to see you right now. Sending love out to you, Jake. A gentle and healing-filled hugs to you. Yeah, Jake wrote that I'm the last person that he hugged in a store on Instinct a year ago. I remember that because I was the same way. I was like, after we hugged, I was like, whoa, wait, shit. Were we supposed to do that? I mean, we didn't have that conversation, but I had that thought. I'm like, fuck it. Well, it's great to see you, Jake, and I love you. I really love you. I thought about you a lot in Costa Rica, actually. Maybe I'll contact you privately, but I had this download that I need to do a recording of my dad, and you helped me to interview my parents many years ago, and I was going to ask you about a project of interviewing them again. My dad is retiring, and so I think he's going to be more open to communicating in a way that he maybe hasn't before. So I'll talk to you soon. I love you, Jake. And Katie, hello. Love, love, love. Oh, I'm all filled up. Let me do one last check to see the other. Oh, David. Yes, good to hear on your Vax experience. Just get it done. I think I like that philosophy. I've heard that some of the countries that are having the most success are ones that have just said, get it done. Let's not put any impediments to mass vaccination, and then just get it done. Right on. And David, I love you. Oh, this has been so fun. I am so appreciating this and you, and oh, let's see. I'm not sure if I tried to read this chat on Twitch. In fact, it just stopped. I'm flipping back into maybe I don't have chat figured out. Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much, Marvin. I gotta learn more about Twitch. I have a Twitch chat, a tab, a YouTube, and a Facebook to see if this experiment would work. And sounds like now, maybe not. So I'll give that a shot. But in the meantime, I will say, Marvin, I love you. And everyone here, I love you. I'll be here every morning around 9 o'clock is my goal. sending out love. If you need not need if you're up for and willing to have a little connection with me, 9 o'clock. That's my goal. That's my plan. And I will, yeah, I will hold this in my heart all day. So thank you so much. And thank you, Marvin. I will give that a look. Have a beautiful day. I love you.